What is up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day today, but I got something to do a little bit different on the channel, and this time we are going to be talking about and more specifically, what we are going to be talking about is what exactly is Valorant, what you should expect when you first start playing the game, tips that I wish I knew starting out, and of course we're going to be talking about the good parts of the game and the bad. But let's get started. Most of you probably already know what Valorant is, but if you don't, essentially, Valorant is CSGO with different types of operators. But if you don't know what CSGO is, then it's pretty much Call of Duty, Search and Destroy. If you don't know what Call of Duty is, well then, good luck, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, so in Valorant, there are 23 different ages to win, and it takes 13 rounds to win, which means the games are going to be very long, like 25 to 30 minutes, 50 minutes if it goes into overtime, all right? So be prepared for that. But there are 23 agents as of right now, as I'm recording this right now. So that means each agent has 3 different abilities and 1 ultimate that they will all earn throughout the game. Means there's going to be a lot of shit that you're going to have to learn. There's a lot of flashes, teleports, more flashes, smokes, stuns, fucking walls of fire, walls of water, anything else that you can think of is probably in this game. Trails that'll lead you to them. You can see through walls on most people, or on some people I should say. But one thing that you do want to watch out for is this person right here. If you're a top fragger, this is going to be your girl, alright? Nothing else matters except for her, alright? She's the most selfish player in the game, and she is that one character that everyone hates in this game, and let me tell you why. See the C right here? This is her flash. If you ever see this thing coming at you, shoot it, because then you'll be able to see, and then you'll be able to kill her, or try to at least. This is how she heals, and every time she gets a kill, she'll immediately heal, basically all back to 100, or 150 I should say, with the shield. This is also another bullshit ability that if she gets a kill, then she can pretty much go invincible for a second. So what her ability really means is that if it's a 2v1 and she kills one of your people, you will not be able to kill her because she's probably going to use her ability to go invincible and run away. Okay, so her ult isn't really anything too special in my opinion. She pretty much just gets enhanced abilities of her Q and E with a faster fire and faster reload, and she changes colors into like a nebula space queen looking person, and that's how you know she's using her ult. And all of these abilities make her one of the most selfish players in the game because they're literally all focused around her and not helping the team. Unless you can use your flash to flash your team so they can push in or whatever, you know, but that's for more advanced play when you get there, okay? And because she is the most selfish person in the game, every single person in the lower ranks is going to use her, okay? You will see her in 95% of your games, alright? And there is about a fucking, I don't know, 6% chance that it's going to be a smurf. What I'm trying to say is you will see her a lot and you better get used to her because she's not going anywhere for a while. Okay, so to start off, when you first load up the game, you're going to realize that you can't play rank quite yet. You're going to have to get to level 20. In order to do that, that's going to take a lot of fucking time, so you better start grinding. In the beginning, you're going to die a lot, and I mean a lot. There's like 100 different abilities that you're going to have to learn, and the only way to learn that is to get humbled by them over and over again. And one of these abilities that you're going to get humbled by is the flashes. There's like 8 different kinds, and you're going to get flashed probably 2 to 3 times every fucking game. So you better get used to it. It fucking sucks. It sucks so much that I used it for the transition in here, so you can already start to get used to it. Okay, so after you've gotten used to some of the flashes and even learned how to dodge some of them, I'm going to give you a couple of bonus tips that will help you improve a lot faster, and these are some things that I wish I knew when I started. 1. Do not crouch while shooting, okay? You see in the background footage here, this is when I was level 16, and I knew nothing about the game, and I developed a horrible habit of crouching while shooting. Do not do this at all, okay? It makes you very immobile, and what you want to do instead is strafe, shoot, strafe, and shoot, okay? Just shoot, move over a little bit, shoot, move over a little bit, okay? That's all you gotta do. By that time, you'll either be dead or you'll have killed the person. Also, you cannot fucking strafe and shoot at the same time. This isn't fucking Call of Duty. You gotta stand still if you want to hit your shots. Another thing is, you see how I'm aiming down sights a lot in these clips? Yeah, don't do that either. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but like I said with the strafing, it's very difficult to strafe and aim down sights. You shouldn't need to aim down sights in most situations. I said most situations because there are some very long range engagements that you'll find yourself. It's easier to aim down sights, alright? But that's just, you'll figure that out eventually. A little bonus tip that I got for you is to literally learn how to shoot. And by that, I mean just learn the recoil of one of the guns. But in this case, we're actually going to be talking about two of the guns, and that is the Phantom and the Vandal. And they pretty much work the same way, except the Phantom fires a little bit faster than the Vandal, and its headshot damage is only up to about 15 meters, which is literally about from here to the wall. While on the Vandal, you can one-shot headshot at all ranges. So let's talk about the actual recoil. So when you full auto, you'll notice that the bullets do not go anywhere near your crosshair, and what you want to do instead is literally just try to look at the bullets when you're shooting and not the crosshair. I know it sounds counterintuitive. Trust me, it is. It took me a while to actually get this down, or attempt to get this down. As you can see, I'm still struggling with it because it is a little bit more difficult than you think it is. But luckily though, full auto is only in specific circumstances, like when they're close together and you have no other choice. But how you really want to fire this is a little burst fire, like I said earlier, with the strafe and shoot. And I only showed you the full auto part because the whole point of that was to realize that when you're burst firing and your crosshair is on them, but the bullets aren't hitting them, is that you're not taking enough time in between your burst fire shots. And it'll take some time for you to figure out that timing, but once you do get it down, everything will start clicking and you'll start being a little bit more consistent with your gunfights. Another little bonus tip that you're really going to want to utilize if you really want to get better at Valorant: use aim labs. And what this is basically a tool to help you get better at aiming and hitting heads. Because if you can't hit heads in this game, then you're pretty much going to be stuck in the battle ranks forever. So to get this, you have to go to Steam and just type it up, and it is free. Meaning it costs literally nothing. And I'll say again that it is free. F-R-E-E, free, baby. The only thing that's not free is this premium right here, and unless you're going to go pro, you don't need this at all. So let's go a little bit more in depth into aim labs, and as you can see, there's a seasonal model. Right now, it's Season of the Dusk, and what this does is change up some of the backgrounds and some of the shooting ranges, so you don't be having the same old boring stuff over and over again. And there's also a seasonal rank, and as you can see at the bottom, I am Plat 2 right now, which as you can see the whole rank chart, I'm not even halfway to the top, which is probably why I'm still silver. But what this ranking system does is add a lot of incentivization to play this, in my opinion, because it is really well done, and you can clearly see your progress as you keep going and getting better and getting into higher ranks. It's a very cool system. And when we actually go into rank, you can see that there are 3 types of categories: flicking, tracking, and switching. These will all help you. And if you look on the left here, you can see your progress in each of those categories. So as you can see, my best is flicking, which is Ruby 4, and my worst is tracking, which is Plat 4. So got some stuff to work on, obviously. And when we click on one of these, if you get the info, you can see it gives you a lot of information, like a little trailer, your high score, your play count, and your last time performances, and also how close you are to one of the next ranks. So it's a very in-depth system. And if you ever feel like you're getting tired of ranked or want to switch it up a little bit, there's this little search bar at the bottom here that you can search up some actual Valorant focused training packs on here. So just, it'll give you a couple options when you type it up. But one of the ranges that is really fun on here is actually called Grid Shot Ultimate. And then when you click on it, it shows you a couple things, and this is what it looks like when you actually get into it. Holy shit, I'm cooking, baby. I never do this good. Don't choke it. Wow. Damn. New high score, baby. I'll take that. Woo. Now let's talk about ranked. And you've probably hit level 20 by now, so congratulations. You've probably got a little bit of the feel of the game. Don't quite know much of everything, some of the tactics that other people use, but you'll get there. But first, you have to discover your own rank. In order to do that, you got to play 5 ranked games to get there, okay? So for me personally, I lost 4 out of the 5, and I was ranked in at Iron 3, which is pretty much the lowest rank in the game, okay? Which is not great, but realistically, you can only go up from here. So in order to hit that beautiful top rank known as Radiant, I had to start the grind. And so that's what I started to do. I started to play a lot. I tried to do at least 2 to 3 games after working an 8-hour plus day. and you're just feeling tired and you don't really want to play, you deal with some of the bullshit in this game. But if you want to get better, that's what you gotta do. So I just kept going and going and playing. And eventually I started to rank up. I started to see results. And everything just started clicking, man. My game sense, I was not making mistakes. I knew where people were gonna be. I knew the right play to make. My headshots, I was not missing the head at all. I fucking made insane plays. I had 1v3s. I had clutches. I saved the team. I carried some games. And it was all going so well. I even got my first 1v5. God damn, that felt good. Oh god. Holy
You got him, go.
30 seconds left.
That fucking clutch, son.
Jesus Christ. And with all this progress, about a month in, I hit another new peak.
Let's go, I hit silver!
After feeling so good about that rank up, feeling like I can't be stopped, little did I know that that honeymoon phase was coming to an end. And that's because as you rank up in this game, you'll notice that more people start talking because they're starting to care about their rank a little bit more, and they're starting to gain confidence that they know what is right and how to play the game. Because that toxicity is coming. Toxicity in this game is something that it feels a little bit different compared to other games that I have personally played, and I don't know why that is. And what I mean by that is that it feels way more severe in this game than in other games. And I think that's just because of the way the game is, meaning that every single round counts, every single kill that you get or do not get, every single call out that you make, whether it's a bad one or good one, or play that you make that's also good or bad. And all these little decisions are going to determine whether or not you're going to win or lose that round. And a lot of the times you'll notice that the games are very close, meaning you're going to be losing by about 2 to 4 rounds a lot of the time. And all of this creates like a high pressure situation, and you're going to be in these situations for like 25-30 minutes. And if your teammates feel like you're going to lose because some of the teammates on your game, they're going to call them out, and they're going to roast the hell out of them, call them every slang in the game, because they just know that this game is going to be an L and it's inevitable and no one wants to surrender. Their mental is going to break so quickly, it's actually going to be insane. You're going to be like, what the fuck, you're giving up already? Why, man? It's only like the fucking 4th round. Why are we surrendering? And this scenario is going to happen a lot. You'll notice it. Toxicity is a part of this game, and you're going to run into it at some point, several times during your journey. So much so that it's probably going to feel like every game is toxic at some point, especially if you go on a losing streak. But that's literally just how this game is, and you need to watch out for that, because that's how it's going to be. And if you want to rank up truly, you are going to have to communicate with your teammates. You can't just mute all of them. You can't just type, because eventually if you want to get out of the medal ranks, you're going to have to make call-outs for your teammate. They're going to have to like flash in for you so you can entry. These will all help you win rounds and rank up, so you will have to talk to your teammates. Communication is key to ranking up. Remember that. Okay, one more little thing that we absolutely have to talk about that is a part of this game, and if you're a new player, this is probably going to deter you from this game the most, but that is the smurfing situation. Smurfs can be real rough to deal with in this game, especially if you're bronze or silver, because you're going to be fighting some smurfs that are platinum, diamond, even ascendant, and they are literally just better than you in all aspects of the game. Knowledge, game sense, crosshair, they know what to do, what not to do. And they pretty much know what you're doing at the same time, so they're pretty much predicting your movements. And you'll even have some insane games where it is literally Smurf versus Smurf. It's a fucking Smurf battle. And they're both getting 35 plus kills, and the other 8 people in the game are all getting less than 15. So if you're like one game away from ranking up, you better hope the luck of the Smurf is on your side. Because if it's on the other side, he's probably gonna absolutely clap on you the entire time. You're gonna get pounded for fucking 18 rounds before you finally surrender or they win. And you probably only won about 5 of those 18 rounds because when you were attacking, you just happened to choose the side where the Smurf wasn't. The sad reality about smurfing is that it's just one of the most selfish things that people can do in this game. And I say that having been probably mostly on the good side of smurfing, but it really just makes it way more frustrating to level up, especially if you're not on that side. And with ranking up being literally the only incentivization to play this game, because you don't really get a rank reward, you only get a little weapon charm that they haven't changed in about 3 years from what I've been told. It just makes it very difficult to want to keep playing, especially this combined with the toxicity in this game. It's hard to find the motivation if you're a 40+ hour worker and you just don't want to deal with any of the bullshit that you know this game is going to bring you at some point. The game can just be sad and frustrating at times, and sadly I just think that's kind of the state of most competitive games these days. And like most competitive games these days, the microtransactions in this game are also fucking expensive. I mean, look at some of this shit in here, man. These skins are just at a ridiculous price, and sometimes you just gotta ask yourself, if you make $20 an hour, is one of these skins really worth an hour of your time at work? Just something to think about. I know that was a lot of negative stuff all in a row right there, but if you're a new player, you're gonna face a lot of this bullshit over and over again. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good times in this game. You'll have fun with people you met, and you're gonna have some insane clips that you've seen me hit. But at some point, you're gonna have to ask yourself, are there more fun times in this game than bad? And if there's more bad times than fun times, then maybe it's time to play something else. What is up, guys? Here we are at the end of the video. And if you did make it this far, actually, I really do appreciate you. This one took me a long time to make, and I mean like 3 or 4 weeks, just because I've been busy with work and working on other projects like that. But the main reason I made this video was literally just because to tell you guys that I'm taking a break from Valorant, and I'll probably be done with competitive games as a whole, just because I'm just tired of the toxicity and all the other bullshit that comes with all of those games. I mean, it's just frustrating to play, and I know you guys know that from your own experiences with competitive games. And if you guys are looking for more Valorant on this channel, then I probably will not put it out anymore, at least not for a long time. Just need a little bit of a break, I guess. But in that sense, I've been playing a lot more single-player games like God of War Ragnarok and just having a lot more fun on there, and I'll probably be making some videos on that, probably just going for some trophies, because that's just what I used to do all the time, and I just really enjoyed that. And I think you guys will see that in some of the videos that are going to start coming out. I look a lot more alive in those, and I think it's just going to be better for the channel as a whole. So with all that being said, I really do appreciate you guys for watching this video. And with all that said, I'll leave you guys with a nice little bonus clip here. So, peace.
I've got your train.
Twerk for the boys, then
Eventually, you're gonna twerk. It's inevitable.
I'm not gonna twerk, bro.
As long as you keep up streaming, I guarantee you, I'll fucking see you twerk one day.
You're crazy, big dog.
I'm gonna get on that camera and I'll be like,
Holy shit! There's like 4 of them in there. Kill him, kill him, kill him! Oh my god!
Gotcha.
oh my god.
See you in the next life.
dude, your boy should capitalize on that more, bro.
Match point.
Oh my god, bro. That's every gecko's dream right there, man.